Right, folks, PGACD8, we are back, and we are back with more of the Elementalist series. We're on chapter 6 now. I'm trying to play as much of this as I can. I'm really enjoying this, and also, yes, I did update the background again. You're welcome. But chapter 6 and 9, how will you and your friends tackle the troubles ahead? I don't know. This is football. Anyways. Chapter 6, Crisis Control. Jeez. I don't even remember what happened last chapter. Morning of your next history is the spells class walking in, spot Beckett sitting at his desk, muttering to himself under his breath. And then, in the year 1453... Are you feeling alright, Beckett? Talking to yourself is usually a sign you didn't get enough sleep. I was up all last night working on my presentation on warding magic. I'm going to demonstrate a ward spell in front of the whole class. That's some pretty advanced stuff, but you've got plenty of experience with it. I'm sure Katrina will be impressed. While that may be true, I'm not proud of leaving the wards in the Hall of Mirrors open last year. A mistake got you and Atlas hurt. I've been practicing to make sure nothing like that ever happens again. Fair? Don't beat yourself up over it. Let's not talk about it. Don't beat yourself up. You helped me take down Rafe last year. As far as I'm concerned, all your debts to me are paid, and then some. I appreciate your trust in me, but it'll be some time before I can trust myself. It's only responsible. Whatever. And with that, Beckett resumes to going over his notes. The rest of the class takes their seats. Good morning, everyone. As you all know, new spells or advancements in magical theory are often driven by necessity. King Arthur's court developed the weapon forging spell. Miners during the Gold Rush developed the locator spell, and so on. I could continue, but Beckett has prepared a presentation on this very topic, so the floor is his. Beckett rises from his seat and stands at the front of the class, his expression unreadable. In 1452, during the siege of Constantinople, the Byzantine emperor asked his court magicians to invent a spell to protect the city. The ward spell they devised was the beginning of warding magic as the disciple, and now I'll cast that very ward spell as a demonstration. Beckett steps in front of a podium and takes a deep breath before assuming a balanced stance and interlocking his fingers. Actually, the siege of Constantinople was in 1453. An honest mistake. Please continue. I apologize for the interruption. Apology accepted, Professor. Now, if I may. Prostasia. Beckett's fingers spark with wild energy, and he jumps in surprise. Oh, that wasn't... Before Beckett can finish his sentence, a faint silvery shimmer appears in front of him. Let's out a sigh of relief. Very well done. Ward magic is notoriously difficult to cast, but your ward appears perfectly strong. It doesn't merely appear strong, I assure you. Would anyone like to help me prove my point and test the integrity of the ward? I volunteer. I have to earn those class participation points somehow. Do your worst. If this ward could withstand enemy cannons, it'll take anything you can throw at it. In that case, I'll throw a pen, a textbook, a fireball. Fireball. This should be nostalgia for you, Beckett. What do you mean by it? Thanks for the memories. Here, you rear back and throw a fireball at the ward, where it fizzles out in a puff of black smoke. Well done, Kian. That fireball would have made even the strongest Byzantine ward quiver in fear. I don't know if I'm pronouncing anything right. I'm sorry. This is you as well, Beckett. The counterspell weave on your ward is top-notch. Yes, well, that's unsurprising. I simply visualize a dense, immovable wall, and as advised by the Byzantine text warding magic. Wow. How exciting. Actually, the caster should visualize a strong, flexible barrier. That's the later development in warding magic, so it hardly matters here. Katrina, please yes, Professor, you're right. Of course, why don't we just move ahead? I'll just remove the ward. Beckett's fingers spark again, but his ward doesn't disappear. Suddenly, you hear a crack and a silvery spark shoots across the room. Everyone, hit the floor! Everyone dives for cover as the spark bounces off the wall before exploding against the podium, lighting it on fire. Salash Kalam! Don't know what that means. Rory snuffs at the fire, then draws a complex sign in the air that disciples a wall. The word's still in front of Beckett. Wait, I really can't read, apparently. Complex sign. Oh. Are you alright? It'd be quite startling when the words misfire. I'm fine, thank you. If you'll excuse me, Professor, I need to get some air. Beckett turns his heel and storms out of the classroom. Beckett, wait up! I am not running for Beckett anymore. You find Beckett sitting beside the classroom, slumped against the wall, the top button of his shirt undone and his sleeves rolled up. Are you okay? You're not hurt, are you? There's not a scratch on me. Katrina dispelled the ward perfectly, and impossibly quickly at that. He runs his hand through his hair, fighting to keep his tone even. How could I have made that mistake? I made certain I knew both those spells inside and out after what happened last year. It's okay, these things happen to everyone. Not to me, that was a disaster, a train wreck in slow motion. Like Katrina dispelled the ward, she turned my presentation to an example of her own superiority. Oh my god. Katrina was doing her job, communicate your sister, not your rival. She's just doing her job, dude. There was a fire in the classroom. She was trying to keep you from getting hurt like any other professor would. Seizing control of the situation like that is part of her job. I suppose you're right. Katrina just makes me feel inadequate at times, like I'll never live up to her accomplishments. From one sibling to another, I feel you. Now, come on, are you ready to get back to class? Honestly, I don't think I can face Katrina right now. I'd rather find someplace quiet to gather my thoughts. Do you know what you're suggesting? History's spell has just started. If we leave now, we'll be ditching class. Ooh. Becca's eyes go wide with sudden realization, then hardening determination. I of course, that's exactly what I'm suggesting. Yeah, right. Like you would ever ditch class. Goody Two Shoes is practically your middle name. I take umbrage with that. I may be wearing 2 good shoes, but this may not always follow the rules. And I'll prove it to you. Will you skip class with me? Follow this popsicle stand, if you will? Ditch class with Becca to help him let loose and de-stress after his presentation. I don't want to hang out with him. I wouldn't miss this for the world. We shouldn't ditch class. I have no problem doing this. I just don't want to hang out with Beckett right now. He's kind of getting on my nerves. Mr. Perfect. Mr. Jealous, whatever. Whatever. Let's get this over with. It's not every day I get to see the Beckett Harrington let loose. I assure you I'll not disappoint. Now let us be on our way before someone comes looking for us. Beckett leads you away from the classroom. All around, students lounge on the grass. The best place to relax is outside. It's not a shred of homework in sight. You can just lie on the grass and forget your worries. You notice Beckett glancing around nervously, adjusting his collar and smoothing down the front of his shirt over and over. You okay over there? You look like you're about to take off running back to class. Don't tell me you're getting cold feet already. As stated before, my shoes are good. Plus my feet are plenty warm. Way to ruin a joke. I'm just keeping an eye out for errant professors. We are breaking the rules after all. I don't want to get in trouble. Lynch, Harrington, heads up. A gonging noise fills the air. You spin around in time to see a glowing disc pelting straight toward you. Kean, watch out! Beckett dives in front of you, snatching the disc out of the air. He performs a graceful tumble and leaps back to his feet to make sure you're okay. My hero. Should I practice my swoon or would you like a special shear? Okay, don't tell me ditching was so fraught with dangers. You were practically slain by this frisbee. Nah, that's no frisbee. It's a brisbee. You gotta power it up with magic before you can throw it. Great catch, by the way. In response to everyone's magic differently. Throw it back in this way and see what happens. Whatever. Beckett stares at the brisbee in his hands, his brow creasing. Right, with the current wind speed calculated against the 23 slope is on, I'd bet the period art. Beckett, just throw it. Hand it to me. Hand it to me, loser. I want to go at this. Into the brisbee, you turn around, hands contemplating the magic you want to funnel into it. Make it shine bright, make it drop diamonds, make it grow flowers. Grow flowers in honor of Aster. She's fine. She's doing it anyways. Here's to Campbell's for renovation. As the brisbee sails through the air, the grass beneath its trajectory sprouts vivid flowers that grow immediately to waist height. Everett leaps and catches the brisbee. You guys can read this one on your own. Alright, yeah, whatever. It's a perfect day for Brisbee, isn't it? I don't want to cramp your style, but I'd love to turn if you want to throw it my way. Professor, what a fine afternoon to be obeying the laws of the school in their entirety. Mr. Harrington, are you feeling alright?
Pack play it cool.
It's true, Professor. Oh my god. I'll never ditch you again, I promise. I'll never leave class at all, for that matter. And let's have a hearty belly laugh. Between you and me, Mr. Harrington, we could all use a break from time to time. I doubt your stellar academic performance will suffer.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Catch, Professor.
Everett flings a frisbee at Professor Ingloon, who catches it and tosses it with Ward to Ward. Beckett stares with his jaw hanging. You nudge him in the side. Come on, it's time to phase 2. I hope you worked up an appetite. What? So good. Bring Beckett down to a kitchen entrance down a side hallway. Griffin told me about the dining hall kitchens. I bet there'll be all sorts of snacks in there, and there'll be hours for the taking. Fantastic. First truancy and now thievery. What other crimes I'm going to commit before the day's end? 0 unless you consider fun a crime, but try to feel guilty quietly. Don't want to get caught. You reach for the doorknob, but you're repelled by a faint shivery shimmer. What? Award. Can't say I'm surprised. Steps forward and cracks his knuckles and interlocks his fingers. Wait, are you going to remove? I'm going to be breaking all the rules today. Might as well commit burglary, that is. That's what you'd be like after turning to a left of crime. I'm a big fan. Alright, Kian, here's the plan. After I dispel the war, we properly steal our snacks. We must be expedient. Whatever. But calm to avoid detection. Prostasia. The silvery shimmer disappears and Beckett pushes the door open. You dart inside. Go, go, go! Pell-mell to remember the first thing to catch your eye. Ew. So you found braised octanoid, excellent choice. Back inside, you're going in the comforts of faculty of the program pastry from the shelf. I, for my part, required our dessert. Pantherix rolls? So the Swiss rolls, just colorful. Truly delicious. I can't wait for you to...
Intruders detected. Extermination begin.
Oh, we're to die. You take a look toward the source of a cool metallic voice and see pots, pans, and knives hovering in the air above you. Extermination? Beckett, let's book it. Beckett, book it. Okay, that was clever. The two of you made a mad dash for the exit, dodge flying cooking utensils as you run. Overside's iron walk careens toward you. Reroute it black with it. I don't know. You can walk right on out of here. Please pack your knives and go. That was horrible. You flick your hand and the walk careens to a pile of your bags, scattering bits of shell and yolk everywhere. Yikes, or should I say... You should not. Yeah, I agree. Rebecca dived through the door, vessel knives continues flying toward you, the blades glinting. Becca, quick! You have to reset the ward, or we're toast. Relax, Kian, I've got this handled. Here, hold my snacks. Let's play an interlocks explainers once more.
Prostasia.
Door sometimes closed and a silvery shimmer reappears as the knives embed themselves to another side with a series of dull thunks. Phew, that was close. Too close if you ask me. I'd like to ask whoever created the security system what they were thinking. Don't tell me you didn't enjoy that thrill. I suppose I do feel much more, well, wired than I have in a long time. And now it's time to reap the rewards of our heist. Back in your dorm building, you and Beckett lay out all your snacks at the common room table. This isn't just a pile of snacks, Beckett. This is a mountain of snacks. Okay, calm down there. We're climbing Snack Mountain, I have to ask. Have you ever had braised octanoid or pantherix rolls before? You know my magical palate is strictly limited to what they serve in the dining hall. Allow me to explain their effects. Braised octanid, while delicious, gives one's finger suckers, like those on the tentacles of an octanoid. And pantherix rolls give you sudden burst of energy. Well, roughly equivalent to drinking 10 cups of coffee at once. You take a bite of the pantherix roll. It has rich, syrupy sweetness that energizes you from head to toe. Oh my god, that was delicious. I had it forever. Takes a small bite as well, so body shows his pupils can dilate. It's just so long and high, these forgot me the word. You leap to your feet, start doing jumping jacks, panning off the top of your head and rubbing your stomach at the same time. Look at me, I'm gonna fly if I wanted to. Oh, that's nothing, look at this, I'm gonna do faster for you. He's shoveling snacks in his mouth, eating faster than anyone you've ever seen. I will. Okay. Ouch. It's not long before you and Beckett are laid on the floor, stuffed with food, unable to even think about eating another bite. I understand why people ditch class. I've seen the light, so to speak. Okay then. Does that mean we're going to do this again? Absolutely not. That does mean I'm not grateful. Doesn't mean I'm not grateful. This is the most fun educational experience I've had in a long time. And now, if you don't mind, I'm going to take a long, well-deserved nap. It crashed. Spoken like a true master of relaxation. I'll join you. You and Beckett are out cold in minutes, slipping off your food comas. Cool. You're catching up with your schoolwork in your dorm room when Aster walks in, a wide smile on her face. Snick. Roof. Desiree and Lally jump off your bed and bound over to Aster. Hi there, Desiree, Lally. You guys won't believe what I learned today in class. Or Kian, for that matter. Gotta nail that work-life balance? Oh. You're all working hard, I see. I hope you've got a nice nap or two amidst all the studying. What's up, Aster? You really got the fire in your eyes. You don't know how right you are. Professor Ingloon taught me how to make fire. Ha, ha. Difficult for you, isn't it? Really exciting. Really exciting. Don't. You're going to class, you're learning cool spells, you're killing it out there. Aster lets out a sigh and looks at the ground, her expression suddenly melancholy. While fire is part of nature, us wood nymphs tend to fear fire magic because of the wand wars when Attune used it to burn down our forests. But if the Attune wanted to use the wood nymphs to make wands, why would they burn the forest down? They use fire magic to burn down the weakest saplings and make the strongest even stronger. It made for perfect wands at a terrible cost. That's awful. That's why there aren't any wood nymphs my age. All of my older siblings burned in the wand wars. Oh. I don't know what to say. That's awful. I'm so sorry. They will return as seedlings eventually, but in the meantime, the entire grove feels their loss. It's so sad. Desiree and Lally nuzzle against Aster's hand and she pets them both fondly, her expression sad. That's why the elders propose my learning Attune magic. The attuned and wood nymphs can learn from each other. It's the only way to build peace. That's why you have to come with me to the sapling grove to show my siblings this fire spell. We need to abandon our fear of fire magic. They need to see that the attuned magic can be used for good too. Are you sure that's a good idea? The last time we went to the grove, your dad wasn't so happy to see us. True, but this time we're going to sneak in. Papa can't kick us out if he doesn't know we're there in the first place. Okay, I'm just saying, this guy can literally, like, detect people with his branching and stuff, same like you, Aster. So I don't, whatever. I made you a special outfit just for this occasion. Reaches to his background and pulls out an outfit that looks just like your size, then turns around as you change. Oh, yes. This is so comfortable, I look great. I don't know, it's so comfortable. Looks like Desiree likes it too. Wear this and you'll blend in perfectly. No one in the grove will give you a second glance. Wear this outfit to blend with the other nymphs during your trip to the grove and impress Asher's family in the process. Oh, we're so wearing this. I'm keeping that. Go! You know what special outfit that afternoon, blah, 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 blah. You look fantastic, just like Desiree and I knew you would. All right, let's get going. I can't wait to see the saplings again. Pretty. As soon as you enter the grove, the saplings begin to rustle their branches. Ethereal, childlike laughter fills the clearing. Yes, I missed you all too, and I brought Kian for a visit. So nice to see you all again. You reach out with your wood magic and greeting, and the sound of laughter grows louder. Okay, I'm starting to think they're laughing at me, not with me. Whatever. Scampering around the saplings who play along by rustling their branches. Ruff, ruff. Snick. A few of the nearby saplings reach toward you, tickling your face with their soft leaves. They're all saying you look really striking, like a fruit tree in a full bloom. It's a high compliment, trust me. Sure. Be nice, everyone. Kian is very important to me. Aww. Consider again and rustle their branches mischievously. Aster blushes, the green of her cheeks darkening slightly. My Jamel? No, Kian's... Jamel, please tell me that isn't a rude nickname you've decided to give me. Jamel means boyfriend in your language. Oh, I see. Well, I can't think of worse things to be called. It does have a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Aster claps her hands in excitement, beaming at the saplings. Everybody, I'm here to show you all something. I know the elders say attuned fire magic is dangerous. That's not necessarily true. Exactly. If there's one thing I've learned during my time at Pendergast, it's that attuned magic depends on the user is just a tool. Depends. Because a tool, that doesn't sound good. If you're a good person, then your magic is good, because you use it to do good things. It all comes down to the user. Saplings lean in toward one another, as though in discussion. They say you're really smart. Thank you. I try. And to prove what Kian and I are saying, I'm going to show you all a fire spell I learned at school today. There's this evil thought of me that's like she's just gonna burn the entire forest down. Aster closes her eyes in concentration. Alright, Aster, you can do this. Slowly but surely, a flame sputters to life in Aster's hand, sparking yet controlled. See everyone? Fire magic. Before Aster can finish her sentence, a fire on her palm sputters and explodes to a shower of sparks. Most of the sparks fizz out harmlessly in the air, but one lands on a nearby sapling, letting its leaves on fire. Uh-oh. Lane does already jump back surprised. Their eyes go wide. Oh! The music just died. Oh. No, I can fix this. Her hands begin to glow with green healing energy, but she's in such a panic her magic fizzles out. Don't worry, Aster, I've got it. Shrink the flame down to nothing, dose the flames with water. A splash of water should do the trick. Begin to gather a ball of water between your palms. Stop! Oh, you again. Branches above you rustle violently. Yarrow awakens, shaking his leaves so that a spray of dew cascades onto the saplings, snuffing out the fire. Do not touch the saplings, attuned. This grove has seen enough corruption from your magic. Lally and Desiree narrow their eyes, their bodies tensed and ready to spring to your aid. Grrr. Grrr. The saplings begin to shake their branches furiously. Saplings are right. Kian didn't do anything wrong. Sir, if you could please listen to me. Aster is still learning, recognizes her mistake. I don't, recognizes her mistake. Aster shouldn't have brought fire into the forest, and she knows that. There's no need to get upset. All attuned wish to excuse themselves from blame when caught red-handed. It was just the same after the Wan Wars. So the first time you brought your attuned into our midst, I warned you to never do so again. I see you not only ignored my warning, but our history as well. Casting fire magic into the grove. Have you learned nothing from the Wan Wars? Have you forgotten their cost? No, of course not. I'm so sorry. Okay, I would just say, my answer, I did not mean to say that. Aster bolts out of the grove, her whole body shaking. As you turn to follow her, you see Yarrow's expression is sad and pained as his branches surround the saplings in a gentle embrace. It's okay, children. You're safe now. I won't let anything happen to you ever again. Yarrow looks up from the saplings and frowns, narrowing his eyes at you. I see my daughter has fashioned those clothes for you. She must trust you. I think she was wrong to do so, but she will not listen to me. Our tuned are not evil, sir, and neither is our magic. We shall see. Go to her, attuned. Perhaps she will listen to you. Aster, where are you? Aster! After an hour of searching the woods, you find Aster on the bridge leading to the thief arena. She stares at the river, her expression blank. I'm really sorry about what happened back there. Is there anything I can do? I messed up, Kian. One of my siblings, the elders, are upset with me. You pull Aster into a hug, and her body shakes against yours as she begins to sob. You were just trying to teach the saplings, Aster. You couldn't have known the spell would go wrong. What if Woodenhams aren't supposed to do attuned magic? What if I'm corrupted and that's why the spell went awry like that? That's not possible, Aster. You know as well as I do that's not how attuned magic works. Maybe, but I feel corrupted. Casting fire magic like that, I'm sure Papa thought it was just like those attuned doing the more. Whatever. You can't blame yourself for being excited about what you're learning. It's only natural you want to share with your family. What you need to do is find a way to cast your spell your way. Try to cast the fire spell again. The magic come to you naturally. Snick! Arr! Desiree and Lally nuzzle against Aster's legs and give her an encouraging yip. See? Desiree and Lally know you can do it. Alright, I trust you. I'm going to try. Aster takes a deep breath and steps away from you and closes her eyes in concentration, extending her upturned palm. Come on, little flame, you can do it. After a beat of silence, a small green flame bursts to life in Aster's palm, perfectly controlled. The flame calms you just by being near it. I did it, Kian. I did it. Finally met my very own fire, and it feels like a part of me. I should shoot fireworks in the air, kiss Aster. More romance. Grab Esther's hand and gently pull her into a kiss. That was 2 pleasant surprises in a row. We can make it 3 if you want. And with that, you kiss Aster once more, and it's not long before the sweet scent of blooming flowers surrounds you. Thank you for everything you've done for me this afternoon. But for now, I need to go back to Penn Square to clean up the shop. I think about how I'm going to cast a toon magic my own way. You'll figure it out, Aster. I know you will. You give Aster one last kiss before the two of you part ways, and Aster walks away with a bounce in her step. What was the boyfriend word? Je l'aime? Something like that? I can't remember. In her common room, you find Shreya hunched over a table cluttered with vials and smoking potions. She mutters to herself as she mixes together a concoction. Heat the mixture over controlled flame. Someone looks like they're working hard. Ah! Shreya jumps at the sound of your voice. A vial flies out of her hand and shatters against the table, spraying everything in viscous green liquid. Damn it! Sorry, that was my bad. Don't worry, I've got cleanup covered. I got it all under control. I'll just siphon it all up into that empty beaker. Ouch! Magic sparks around you, shocking you. Shreya rushes to your side and places a hand on your shoulder. What just happened? Are you alright? I don't know. I feel fine now, but are you okay? Looks at her work table, expression unreadable. She takes a deep breath before sending the items on it crashing to the floor with a burst of magic. I'm sick of this. Absolutely sick of it. It was my last batch of balm leaf and honeywort, and I just can't. You take in her disheveled hair and set to her jaws so she fights back tears. I'm sorry I made you spill your mixture. I'll mortar for you the right way. It's not why I'm upset. I already botched this batch. I'm just so stressed out. I can't keep up with the demand anymore. I'm behind on all my orders. Serene and Sublime is screwed. I should just pull the plug and save myself from the trouble. Don't say that. There's no reason to throw away everything you've worked so hard for. After have faith in yourself, take a break. Take a break. You're clearly burned out because you've been working so hard. You need to let yourself breathe once in a while. But aren't people going to be upset if I go on a hiatus? Not as upset as they'd be if you close down altogether, and when you return, you'll be in better shape to figure out what you want to do next. Shreya takes a deep breath and gives you a confident smile. You're right, Kian. I can do this. I'm a mystery. Mysteries don't know the meaning of can't. Whatever. It sounds like you just need to find a way to fill orders without balm leaf and honey and whatever. Shreya jumps to her feet and throws her arms around your neck. She kisses you firmly on the lips. Excuse me. Excuse you, you are not Aster. So disrespectful. Kian, you sexy little genius. With a formula that doesn't rely on those ingredients, I could make my product 4 times as fast. She looks you up and down. Digging the new look, by the way. Just exuding brilliance in every way today. Thanks, but we all know the brilliant one is you. So let's perfect a new formula. The problem is I have no idea how to do it without balm leaf and honeywort, and until I do, I've got to put everything else on hold. I think you deserve a little break, and now you've got a plan. Things are already looking up. Hopefully one that works. All that's left is to break the news to my legions of devoted customers. Shreya retrieves her scry glass from her pocket and flips it open, doing her best to fix her hair. She takes a deep breath. Hello, my turtle. Hey, sisters. New formula. I'll be back soon with updates. Until then, stay gorgeous, loves, and don't miss me too much. Lips spyglass close and exhales deeply. All I have to do now is figure out what exactly the new formula is. Oh, I need inspiration. Where one can relax while also being surrounded by creatively made and fantastic smelling magical beauty products. The spa! Why didn't I think of that? The spa is basically my entire reason for being. You don't have to come with me, of course. Today has made it. If today is made it completely in you're where all my genius ideas are coming from. Sure, why not? I'd always get a little relaxation. I love to see how you get your ideas for your products. I did this while with Shreya to help relax and brainstorm ideas for a new formula, and not to mention spend some more time alone. Nah, why not? Whatever. And you have to leave your phone, compact mirror behind. What if the people get upset when I'm taking a break? Will snarlily respond to their angry comments on Institute? No one. What you need is some space to think. Not to worry about Institute trolls. Okay. I can be funny if they were like actual trolls. You're right. If they're going to be angry, let them. No one's going to keep me from my spa day. Shreya links arms with you, laughing delightedly. You follow her out to the dorm. Half an hour later, you and Shreya are relaxing in a hot tub. The warm water is soft with fragrant bath salts. Is this what heaven feels like? If it isn't, it should be. I can't imagine someplace more sublime. Shreya floats away to the other side where she scrutinizes the decor and candles. I like the vibe of this place. If I can capture the essence of this in the spa care package, I'm sure it'd be a hit. Including potted plants would be tricky, but ambience is key. Maybe I could add bath salts to the line? Wait, I need to think of ways to replace balm leaf and honey nut with my formula. Hey, what happened to relaxing? It sounds like you're just stressing some more. Oh god, I am. It's like my mind on a broken treadmill. It just keeps going and going. Being pulled in so many directions, and I want to do everything perfectly. Kills me that I can't. What if this is a sign that I'm destined for total failure? You're not failing. It's okay to be imperfect. I'm not failing. Everything feels like a catastrophic disaster when you're tired or overwhelmed. Trust me, all this is just a tiny hiccup. But all my spa product orders and my fans. Shreya, you're so used to being fabulous and amazing all the time. One little bump in the road feels like a failure to you. But trust me, it's really not. Just remember the big picture. You do have a point. I'm so credible that I tend to set the bar a little too high, even for myself. God. Exactly, you just need to take it easy and you'll see everything in a new light. And just remember, you're brilliant and incredible, no matter what you do. Takes a brilliant and incredible person to know one, Kian. Enough moping from me, I just have to kick this thing to kick... I have just the thing to kick the spa day into high gear. Shri gets out of the tub and brings over an array of aromatherapy candles. She lights one with a snap of her fingers. Oh, you're gonna love this. Sounds like the beach. The candles beside the tub. You lie back, enjoying the scent of coconuts and ocean breeze. When you're transported to a sun-drenched beach covered in pink sand. Of course it's pink. Of course it's pink. What? Where are we? We're still at the spa, silly. I picked an aromatherapy candle that casts a sensory illusion on the tropical beach. Of course, it's an exclusive mystery product. My father actually invented these as a Valentine's Day gift for my mother. It's so cute. Parents would put Romeo and Juliet to shame. Very much so. My parents are ridiculously in love with each other. Just kick back and enjoy the smell as long as it lasts, whatever. That should be easy. If there's anything I'm good at, it's doing nothing. Should eat a coconut, make a sandcastle. Would I just be... If I tried to eat a coconut, would I just be eating the water? Because we're still... Whatever, make sandcastle. Try to scoop some sand from the beach. The sandcastle with the grains of sand disappear in your fingers with a faint pop. What the... The candle just changes the looks of things, not what they actually are. In other words, you're trying to make a sandcastle out of soap bubbles. It's hard to not get confused. It all feels so real. That's the point. It's a beach trip, but with none of the annoyances. No sand in your bathing suit or ocean water to wash out your hair. But isn't that part of the fun? Absolutely not. Though if you were desperately want to go to the beach sometime, I wouldn't say no. Your whole body relaxes bit by bit until an inexpressible calm settles over you. As your eyes drift shut, you feel the flutter of a kiss on your cheek. Sorry, it just looks so adorable I couldn't stand it. No! No! Bad. Whatever, I can't control it. Turning, you shake its naked arm around Shreya's waist and pull her to you. I could say the same of you, Shreya. Just then the two drinks pop into existence. Wonderful, I was just starting to feel the tiniest bit thirsty. Mmm. Just looks like lemonade. I stuttered on it. It's my absolute favorites. They're packed with so much golden reach, your skin will simply glow. And knowing how magic works, it's going to do literally that. You lift your glass to Shreya's in a toast. Here's to much needed spa days, serene and sublime, the beautiful Shreya mystery, the much needed spa days. An endless rest and relaxation. If only there were more hours in the day so I could spend them like this. You clink your glass with Shreya's and take a sip. It's a shock of cold, fresh juice with notes of grapefruit and lemon. You lift the glass for another sip and notice that your skin is luminescent, casting a supple glow. That's not a bad look. Looks like an angel, or a really big nightlight. Shreya leans against you, her skin glowing as well. Thank you for coming here with me, Kian. Taking a break was just what I needed. I feel like the weight of a Louis Vuitton bag filled with bricks has been lifted off my shoulders. Everything feels so much more manageable and less like the world is about to end. Good, we definitely don't want you feeling like it's the apocalypse. Though, for what it's worth, I absolutely want you on my side of the end of the world. The feeling's mutual. You've helped me so much, but really, I should be helping you. After all, you're going through a lot right now, with all of that business with your mother and Atlas. How are you holding up? Worried about Atlas, curious about my mother. Both. Curious about my mother, I guess. Ever since I came to Pendergast, I've discovered so much about myself and my family. Not about my mother feels like another piece of the puzzle of who I am. Not to mention, your mother is the actual sun source. That's wild. I know, right? Doesn't it make me like elemental royalty? But seriously, it's so weird to think that there's still a ton of I don't know about my parents. I kind of get how you feel. It's like, as the daughter of immigrants, there's so much I don't know about my parents, especially when it comes to our old life back in India. Every time I learn something new about my parents' past, it blows my mind. Of course, none of it can compare with finding out your mother's a source. The two of you finish your drinks on the beach. Eventually, the candle burns down. You and Shreya climb out the hot tub and grab some towels. Shreya turns to you, her gaze serious. Kian, I'm sorry I was wrapped up in my problems earlier. I don't need to apologize. You're just going through a hard time. I'm just happy to help out. I know, but I care about you, and I want you to know that I'm here for you, too. You take Shreya's hand and squeeze it. She looks back at you with a smile so tender your heart melts. I think I got the memo. Gotcha. Okay, good. Now, why don't we hit the sauna while we're still here? Sorry, just got a text. Of course this place has a sauna. You follow Shreya to the sauna just down the hallway. Humidity immediately surrounds you. Shreya steps inside and gives you an inviting look. You got an hour? What do you want to do? Want to try a different candle? Give you a sensual massage. Oh, it just seems weird. Try a different candle, maybe? Wise choice. Why don't you pick this time? Shreya brings over a few mystery brand candles for you to choose from. You select one with golden streaks running through the wax. Here, I'll light it. Set the candle down and a scent of wildflowers fills the room. And as you take a deep breath, you're transported into a beautiful field filled with bright yellow flowers. Wow. You sure this isn't real? I'm very sure. If you've ever wanted to lie down in a field of flowers and not get dirt and grass in your hair, now's your chance. You flop down and lie spread eagle on top of a bed of flowers. Soft petals brush your cheek. I get used to this. No bugs, no itchiness, just a big, beautiful sky. Shreya leans down and presses a kiss on your forehead. No. Stop it, Shreya. What was that for? Yeah, what was that for? Nah, I just felt like it. You sit up, tugging Shreya towards you. When she's just an inch away, you kiss her forehead, her nose, and finally her cheek. Had to return the favor. Side by side, admiring the wispy, thin clouds drifting by in the endless blue sky. And Shreya relaxed at spa after a stressful day. This is just what I needed. We should get away from campus more often. Together, you and Shreya return to Pendergast just as the sun starts to set. You stop by your dorm room before heading toward the dining hall together. Alright. Anyways, as you and Shreya walk towards to the dining hall, Shreya struggles to hold a precariously large pile of books and papers in her arms. What do you need all those for? Thought we were going to a dinner, not founding a library. These are my recipe books. I'm not going to develop a new formula if I do nothing but eat during dinner now, am I? Ah! Water sprouts out a nearby drinking fountain, straight into Shreya's books. What the hey? One magic spur surges, and the water spouting out of the drinking fountain turns to a high-pressure flood. Magic! It's going out of control! Hinges in the trophy case begin to rattle before the glass shatters. The flames go along the walls. Slayer, the water starts flooding the hall. Control the flames, stop the water, clean up the glass. Stop the water? I don't know. Oh, what's happening? Magic bursts from you out of control. It ricochets off the walls and Shreya dives to the floor to avoid getting hit. Kim, what are you doing? Oh no, I can't control my... I guess one explodes from your body, sending Shreya's books and papers flying down the hall. The trophy slams into your head, and your vision goes momentarily white. Oh, it's her. You will regret this. What did I do wrong? Gemma's power rages uncontrollably. She lifts her hands above her head, and the power surrounding her flares, blinding you. Kane appears, battered and breathing heavily. He clutches his left arm, which dangles uselessly at his side. Kian, I need your help. You deserve to know just who your mother was. Kian, snap out of it! Out of it, whatever. He snaps back into focus and shifts and warps. Atlas stands over you, his magic flaring an invisible aura around him. What's happening to us? How do we stop this? Before you can respond, flagstones tear themselves out of the walls and whiz over your head like bullets. Everybody duck! Shriek casts the flagstones aside just as the pounding of hoofbeats comes down the hall. Got a dangerous magical anomaly on campus, and it's not safe here. Miss Mystery, please help students back to their dorms. You turn to see Professor Kantos ushering students towards the exit. Shreya jumps in to help. Professor Kantos turns towards you and Atlas. Just stay calm, both of you. You need to get to my office, now. Kantos whistles a tune, and you and Atlas are wrapped in bubbles of air. Your power is momentarily contained. Professor Kantos whisks you after him. In his office, Professor Kantos paces around you and Atlas. The two of you still trapped in your bubbles he casts. Your magic continues to spark. Ouch, Professor, why is this happening to us? I'm afraid I don't know exactly what's going on, but something is amiss with your attunements. That much is clear. Attunements, what do you mean? Are we dying? I've got to ask what you mean. I want to lose my magic? Will it stay out of control for the rest of my life? It would be ridiculous. We're attuned. We have to be able to get our magic back under control. Kian, Atlas, I'm going to retest your attunements. Perhaps that will reveal something about what is going on here. Let's begin. Oh, am I going to lose my sun at? Your eyes drift closed. Professor Kanto's deep baritone voice relaxes you as he begins the exam. You're working in a group. You take the lead, handle the research, fill in the gaps, keep things fun. Take the lead. You found a dragon sword, but you can only take one thing. What is it? An old spell book, one of dragon's scales, an enchanted ring, nothing I won't steal. Enchanted ring just sounds like Lord of the Rings. Book. Old spell book, I guess? Choose a potion. Radiant like a rainbow. Clear, shiny, and silver. Sea green and foaming. If you could live anywhere, where would you live? In the cavernous mountains with the giants, in the coral city with the merfolk, deep in the forest with the nymphs, out in the desert among the djinn, in the city with the vampires. Nymphs. You're at the crossroads. A brink of fog lies ahead. Which way do you go? Straight ahead and into the fog. Back the way I came. There could be dangers ahead. To the left or the right, trying to find a way around. I'll ask my friends for advice. I don't know. What's your favorite magical creature? Phoenix, dragon, griffin. Phoenix. These results. I can't get a clear reading. Key and Atlas, I must try one more thing. Professor Kantos grabs several objects off the shelf behind him. You recognize them from when he tested your attunement the first time. The cylinder that detected your metal attunement creaks as it rapidly melts and reforms it into a variety of shapes. That can't be good. The rest of the objects react similarly, contorting, creaking, shattering, and flying throughout the room. Professor Kantos, there must be something you can do. There must be. Magic is too strong for the bubbles, which burst to a loud pop and a rush of air. Your surroundings start to warp once more. I don't know how long I can take this. A burst of raw power explodes out of both of you. The air is so thick with magic, your eyesight blurs and you fall to your knees. It hurts so much. I'm so confused. Books fly off Professor Kanto's desk while cauldrons and potted plants are stirred up with the whirlwind above your heads. Atlas's hand finds yours and squeezes hard. Ian, we have to suppress our magic before we destroy the school. Your head spins, you feel yourself hit the ground, but you can barely see anything. Faintly, the sound of glass shattering and wood creaking reaches your ears. Suppress my magic. You reach for your magical core and find the glow of your sun magic, but it whirls into turmoil. I have to calm it. Ah! And Atlas crumple as powers tear itself. As your powers tears itself out of you, leeching the color from the world. Your entire body screams with pain, but you have no strength to move. Is this the end? Professor, do something. I'm so sorry. I've never heard anything like this before, not even in the books. That's because nothing of this has ever happened before. calm washes over you and the pain reduces. Tears of relief flood your eyes. Alma looms into view above you, staring down at you with her cool gaze. Alma, our magic is out of control. I know. Follow me, both of you. I owe you an explanation. Jeez. Oh, we're actually sources, aren't we? Not even gonna find out. All right. Whatever, game. Jeez. Every time, dude. You never just show me like the tiniest bit of respect. Jeez. All I asked for. All right. What fun does the lake have in store? What? What does that have to do with figuring out what I am? Ah, whatever. Anyways, that's going to be the end for Chapter 6. That was a weird chapter. At least we saw Aster this time, which, you know, that makes me happy. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like on this video. And if you are just seeing this for the first time, make sure to drop a comment about what you guys thought of this. We feature comments at the beginning of all of these new videos. Hashtag notification squad. Make sure you're using it. And of course, subscribe, turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. And with that all being said, it's been ACD8. Over and out.